I want to talk, and I'm going to talk about myself. I'm going to talk to you guys. All right. Like I said earlier, I don't understand emotions at all. I really don't. Yesterday we had a good show, and I don't know what the hell happened to make it a good show. We just say show was just sucky. I feel lost. Okay. Sure, we got some good news. We know that the electric bill has been paid. And yeah, how you doing? Then you got people P sitting there saying he wants to throw curses at me, and I don't know how I'm supposed to react to that. And I'm at a point right now where I feel like the show we just ended, I did not delete it yet. In some ways, it was because I realized there were some technical problems we had to fix in the soundtrack, which I fixed on the mixing board with the audio levels before I let YouTube's system go ahead and change levels and start screwing everything up again. But I just felt like I wasn't getting a chance to explain why I was feeling what I was. And so let's give this another try. When it comes to emotions, it's one area I don't know how to handle. I really don't know how to respond to emotions. It's not just me. It's a lot of Aquarians feel like that. I can diagnose your technical problems. I can help you fix your mixers. I can help you fix your video, but I can't fix a broken heart. I don't even understand romance. And so I did an excellent piece last night on the show. How you doing, Sugar Cat? Wanted to have you on the show, but Michelle doesn't know. Thanks. How you doing, Hans Goldstein? I'm here to dislike this channel. Well, just don't understand romance. You know, honestly, Michelle, the problem with romance is just like that one person said. Romance is messy, and it's something that Aquarians usually like to stay the hell away from because they can't rationalize it. I know Patty can be a nice person and everything. I don't know why she is the way she is. I mean, you're both intellectuals. She's an earth sign, you're an air sign. And it's like, if she had let you do the things that you love, instead of trying to wrap you up into some kind of a control situation that maybe, you would have stayed. Yeah, well, I wanted to stay, but like I said, I didn't like the fact I was being manipulated like that. Yeah, well, unfortunately, that's the way some people are. They manipulate people. I still feel guilty. I feel like I treated her bad, even though I didn't mean to. That's okay. You didn't mean to. It's just a key piece. But then again, I don't even know if she meant to hurt you either emotionally. I don't think emotions are something she's comfortable talking about either. I know she wanted money. Yeah, she saw you as a money source, but I think it was more than just money. Oh no, Michelle was the one who walked away, not. It's just Michelle just feels bad that she walked away. Michelle gave it a good try to have a good relationship with her. I really did. Several times on Facebook. Her friends look at Facebook. One of them was actually in my chat group. And I told that person to tell her that I was sorry that it didn't work out. And then I was listening to a tarot card reading today on Secret Tarot about Aquarius. And she was talking about Patty too. How the woman that you love will try to get back to you and talk to you again. And that you miss her terribly, which is true. But the thing was, every time I try to talk to her, she's always coming up with money issues. Oh, you owe me this much money, you owe me this much money. And it's like I told her nicely, I said, I can give you $10 a month this month, but I can't do much more because I still got to try to get my bills back in order. And she was trying to give me suggestions. Why don't you have Salvation Army pay your back rent? And I said, why don't you take your own suggestions since you want your car? Why don't you stiff your landlord on your rent, use it to buy the car, and then go to Salvation Army yourself and get them to pay your back rent? Pop, stop. I'm trying to call you on Skype, by the way. I want to try to talk to you, but I don't know if I can reach you. But trying to get you on Skype. I don't know if we can get you on Skype. Oh, I think I should be able to. Just gotta see if we can get you in here. I'll try the board here. Okay. Good, turn the sound up. Is it up? It's up, but okay. Let Miss Cole. Yeah, I know. Let's see. It's not even answering. Call me in a minute. You call me back in a minute. Skype's still open. But like I said, as far as I said about emotions, I don't understand how I'm supposed to respond to them. I don't even know how to respond to anything anymore. I mean, I can tell you the good news is that at least we got the bills planned and arranged. Rent's going to be paid this month. No evictions are going to start. Electric is paid. Nobody's going to be plunged in the dark. But I don't know. It just Patty made such an impression on my emotions. I don't even know how to respond to it. She says, "Oh, I don't really like Aquariuses that much." Well, you won one. Your prior partner was Aquarius, and he was a nice guy, from what you told me. Tried hard, very successful. I looked at my astrology chart to find something about my moon and Venus sign. My moon sign is Leo, my Venus sign is Capricorn, which kind of makes sense. Let me try giving an apology. But I don't know how to. I don't know how to even deal with the emotional part of it. I mean, like I said, I can explain all the technical issues in the world to you. I can tell you how to fix things and how to what steps to do to make some things work, but I can't explain emotions. And that's the thing I don't understand is emotions. It's not just me, it's a lot of Aquarius that's got that problem. I just don't know. I mean, we're so cerebral, we're so we're so technical. We can go through and well, I'm not a clown, and I certainly do have a frown. Sorry. I just happen to be that I'm really, like I said, I tried to have a show earlier and it just was a total technical nightmare. Well, some of it's not really your fault. It was just was confusing and technical problems. Now we're like, but it's like, where is everybody else? Hmm. Some of it has to do with Patty. No, the earlier one was because the guys were trying to play music in the Discord and it was just getting really confusing. And I was feeling very overwhelmed and I'm feeling really emotional right now. And I don't. I was in love with Aquarius for a very long time and we could never quite work it out. Yeah. A lot of people can't. They say the most compatible person for the Aquarius is Libra, which is also an air sign. Part of the problem is Aquarius is our fixed signs. We're stubborn, we're tenacious. And no, far from it. And I'm not. It's not even that. It's not. I think you're missing something, Nathan. Let me explain one thing. What made me so upset had nothing to do with her hitting me. It was me telling her it was over. I didn't want to tell her it was over on the 5th of February. I wanted to keep the relationship going. But I only knew that if I tried to continue the relationship, that I felt like I was being put into a box and I couldn't basically be free. Like I said, I'd rather live in freedom than die in captivity. I said that. I meant that. She didn't even want me to have my ability to spread my wings and do my live streams or anything. She was very persistent that I be with her 24/7, 365 days a year. And I couldn't do anything on my own without her basically there. And I needed my space. That's the reason why I left there. Well, that's one of the reasons. But I mean, the other reason is I wanted to come back to my home because I missed my home. She was saying as well, when we get your name on my lease in March, You can go ahead, and until then, you should stay in a motel so I don't be in violation of my lease. That's why the hell should I have to stay in a motel? I could be in my apartment. And I wanted to come home. I just really did. She likes her solitude also. I can understand that. That's the reason why I left, was because I wanted to be home again. I needed my place so I can do my things. It's kind of like that song there by Simon and Garfunkel, Homeward Bound. Endless stream of cigarettes and magazines, talking about all the things as being a professional. But all the shades of mediocrity makes me think, when I'm homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. And that's what I wanted to do, and that's why I came home. When I told her it was over, it wasn't like a professional, like, oh, okay, I'm just your carer. Okay, fine. All right, fine. We'll terminate services here. We'll rip up any contracts, which wasn't any, but okay, whatever. No, she acted like a lover that was scorned, and I felt bad. I felt bad, and I miss her. Well, unfortunately, when you also happen to be an Aquarian and you basically realize that, see, I didn't make her hit me. That wasn't when she hit me. It was before that. But that's not the point. The point was I made her feel bad. And that's not when she hit me. It was when I told her it was over. That's when I felt bad. That's when I realized that I had to drop her like a hot potato, even though my heart didn't want to. Yeah, I am happy I protected my freedom. She was probably the closest thing to anybody that really understood the way I feel. That's the hardest thing. I couldn't explain that to anybody. Why do I feel the way I do? She had an inkling on it. She's sort of similar. She likes her privacy. She likes doing her own way in her own life. But she was willing to take me into her home. She wanted to work with me 2 years ago and share an apartment or a house together. We were talking about getting a house. We were talking about getting a car, even a motorhome. And we were talking about traveling the United States. And we were talking about all these great dreams. And I wanted to do that. But I just didn't want I just didn't like the fact that she was trying to tell me that I had to give up all my freedom and give up my live streaming and my social networks and spend 99% of my day with her. I didn't want to do that. I just couldn't emotionally. No, I can't. Besides, she's already in bed. She goes to bed really early. Besides, it's not. I could call her tomorrow privately. I could text her, but and then of course when I had my doctor's appointment, and she came up here, she was like, first she wanted to go up to my doctor and basically yell at him and tell him what an idiot he was and all that. And I was like, well, what did he do? Well, she says you're going to ask him to basically back you up that you're not that you don't need to be in a rest home. I said I don't need to be in a rest home, and he agreed with me on that. Why would you want me to be in a rest home if you really want me to stay with you? Why would? And then I figured it out. Part of it because she wanted me to stay with her. She basically wanted me to be under her thumb constantly, not just because she had feelings for me, because she does, but because then she also realized that she would have a guaranteed source of money. But I thought that was kind of cold. I'm like, wait a minute. What about the way I feel? I wanted the same thing. I wanted to settle down. I wanted to have a steady companion. Lumi's great, but Lumi and I both agree we need a third person. And the problem is that I just don't think she was the one, but that's not even the point. Yeah, because I dumped her. Um, the thing is with Aquarians is you can't take away their freedom and put them in captivity. And that's what she wanted to do. She doesn't, she likes to have everything perfectly in a nice, neat little arrangement. And Michelle's not the kind of person that likes to be locked down into something. See, now, I don't know anything about her prior partner, except that I know he was Aquarian and that he had this massive stroke and he had a heart and he died. And I don't know the story about how she raised him or how she, he was anything about him. But the thing was, that I do know is that immediately she saw that Michelle was trying to be free and doing the things that she loved, and she didn't like it. So she started clamping on the screws, so Michelle couldn't even be free. I mean, that's not a relationship. That's a control factor. I mean, that's not like Michelle said a couple nights ago. Why couldn't she have just treated me as an equal partner in this relationship? I was like, what did I do? I mean, that's the way Michelle feels. Is like if she treated me as an equal and understood that this Aquarius, you got to give him a little breathing room. That Michelle was willing to go halfway, more than halfway. Okay, Pop's here. Let's go. Pop is here. All right. Okay, Pop, go ahead. Hello. Oh my God, this connection is terrible. All right. Let me call you on the phone instead, Pop, because using this connection to the computer. Can you hear me? Let me try to call you on the phone because this connection is terrible. Stand by. Oh. I don't think you can really say that Michelle's the problem. Okay, Pop, can you hear me now? Hello? Okay, it's Michelle. Yeah. Anyway, I wasn't trying to be a problem with you. I just.
Are you still live?
Yeah, I'm alive on the second stream.
Okay. I'm sorry about my actions still.
I know. It's just that I'm having a bad day emotionally right now. I'm not really sure why.
What about me? Have you realized that I'm having a bad day too?
Yeah, I kind of suspected that.
You know what my mother just fucking did to me?
What?
I told her that I need to go outside to talk on the phone. And she kept asking me who I'm talking on the phone with. And I told her...
Go on. Did I silence you?
It's personal. And she told me that she can find out. And I called her creepy and she went, pardon? Thank you.
Okay.
Did you hear what happened or no?
So she wanted to know who you were talking to on the phone.
And I told her it's personal. And she said she can find out. And I said that she's a creepy bitch.
Well, what does she matter who you're talking to on the phone?
And then, she normally doesn't ask. I don't know why she's asking. Do you know why it is? Because she's jealous that I have friends and relationships that she never had. And she wants to ruin that for me because she's a jealous fucker.
She's a Taurus?
No, she's a jealous fucker.
Oh, okay. Well,
Right. You know what? And her response, and she got very offended because I didn't want to tell her, and because I called her creepy.
no, I'm just trying to find the best way to set the microphone here. Okay. So anyway,
What can Mother tell you about her behavior? Is it normal or is she being bizarre?
I'm just.
Here's the other thing. What are your thoughts on the fact that the government doesn't even want to give me welfare when I need money to leave home? The government doesn't even want to give me welfare.
Well, you just said you had $20,000, Pop.
I made it up. I don't.
I know you made it up. I figured that. But then, you always could do with Egypt that you could always go out there and.
I have $20,000 invisible. They're invisible.
So.
But here's my question: What can you pick up, or what can Mother ask? Okay, don't give out any personal details, but what can Mother Asna tell you about everything that I'm going through? Is it right the way I'm being treated and the way I'm being fucking snoped on and monitored and controlled, just like you were?
Remember what you told me yesterday? You said basically something like my mom has said to me. You said your life chart is what you make of it. In other words, the things that are going on, you currently control in your own life chart.
Michelle, shut the fuck up. You're trying to use what I told you against me now because you...
No, I'm not trying to use it. Pop, I'm not trying to use them against you. I'm just reminding you what you said to me.
I was doing it to fucking help you. If you're not going to value my advice, then don't you value my advice?
Yeah. It's just...
Well, think about this. If I write my own life chart and I'm in an abusive situation, or okay, it's not abusive, but if I wouldn't say my situation's abusive, I would say it's toxic. If I'm writing my own life chart and I'm in a toxic fucking situation, how am I supposed to even write a positive life chart when every time I meditate and get in a good mood, and it takes me so long to get in a good mood, every single time, within minutes, my good mood is destroyed because of all the toxicness. Do you really think it's easy for me to even write a positive life chart and focus on the law of attraction in my circumstances? Hello?
I'm listening.
Hello? Do you really think it's easy for me to write a positive life chart in my circumstances? Huh? At least you have your own home. It's not fair to compare because you have your own home. So you actually have some fresh air. When I don't even have fresh air, how am I supposed to focus on positivity and improve my life? Because every single time I get in a good mood, my parents fucking irritate me. So now I need to move out, and it's not even easy because I need a job first. And that's not even easy, so it's a whole mess. But in order to get a job, I need to be in a good mood and be inspired to give a good job for you. And how am I supposed to do that when I can't even get in a good mood easily because of everything I'm going through? It's a fucking circle. It's a circle.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's a cursed fucking cycle, and I need to break the curse.
All right, let's try something on
Here's the good news.
Wait a minute. Let's try something on a simple level. Just something simple. Do you know any friends of yours that you might be able to stay with for a time?
No, I'm not interested because that would be worse because I can't live with other people like that. I need my own fucking apartment. I can't live with friends. I can't do that because it's gonna irritate me just as much. I need my own fresh air and my own space that I own and that I can breathe in.
Yeah, I understand
People
that.
just irritate me.
You kind of, that's what I'm saying.
My own
You
place.
kind of understand what I was feeling with Patty in a way now.
But now you're not with Patty. At least you're back home in your own space.
I almost lost my space, Pop.
Well, now you've gained it. Now you're home.
By the hair of my chinny chin chin, I got it back. Oh, trust me. But that's the problem. I understand what you're going through. I do. I don't know what to suggest to you.
And here's what makes the situation worse, is that I have a lot of family members and friends.
Yeah, but your family members are not even, most of them are not even in the United States or in Canada.
Talks to, and a lot of people in my building, in my area, who my mother knows. And
yeah.
In my country, but listen, here's what bothers me. Even if I did leave home, my mother would go ahead and spread rumors about me, and she would destroy my reputation to all those people who matter. I know she will.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Can you imagine that? Okay, even if I did leave home, which I will, as soon as I leave home, the first thing my mom's going to do is destroy my reputation and make it seem like Okay, here's the thing you need to realize is your situation is easier because at least you had two parents and a few siblings. When you're dealing with a single parent, it's different because if you're the only family member they have, then you're going to feel guilty if you leave them, and they're going to make it seem like you're leaving them all alone in the world, when in reality...
Yeah, but you know, Pop, let me just explain one thing.
Toxicness, but then they don't have anyone else to even...
I think it was easier for me because the reason is I was not the only child.
Yes, but do you understand... Okay, put yourself in my shoes. If you only had one parent and no siblings, wouldn't you feel kind of bad to leave your parent because there's no one else? They have no one else.
Yeah.
Do you understand how hard it is for me? Even if I did leave out, it might be worse because then I'm gonna feel guilty every single day, and all that's gonna be going through my head is I abandoned my mom and I'm a terrible son. It's going to keep bringing through my head, I'm a terrible son, and I'm not. But then...
Yeah, so you're saying is even if you left your mother in good terms, you would still feel bad because you left your mom. And then, of course, you can bet that your mom is going to sit there and tell the family, or at least you think she would tell the family, all the horrible things that why you left and make you look bad. Right? Yeah. But then again...
My father did the same thing when I didn't even want to talk to him anymore. This fucker went ahead and told everyone that I don't give a shit about him, and that I'm a terrible son who doesn't care. I mean, it was just terrible rumors.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
It's not that I don't care about my dad, it's just that I don't want to fucking follow his little plan and his definition of my life when I should be making my own free choices.
Right. MetaJesus6 says, everyone just like this Pop sucks. Why don't you look, guys? She's not talking about those things she normally talks about. Let him talk. His situation is not that much different than what I was feeling. In fact, the situation seemed almost the same. That is, he loves his mom, but he wants his freedom. But he's afraid that if he walks away from his mom, that she's going to lay a guilt trip on him.
No, listen, I'm not afraid of the rumor that she's gonna spread rumors. I don't care about the rumor.
Hi, Rob.
What
How you
I'm
doing?
afraid of is the guilt that I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to carry that guilt and feel fucking guilty for leaving because there's no one else to. Because it could seem like I'm leaving her. And then
Yeah.
you can only imagine what people are gonna be saying to me. They're gonna be texting me saying, "Oh, you left your mother all alone. You're a terrible son who doesn't care about family." I already know, and I'm gonna feel so guilty for just wanting my own freedom.
You know what's hard? You know what's hard for me, Pop? Is first of all, you're a water sign. You guys are very emotional, even if you don't try to show it. Whereas me, I'm an air sign, and then so I try to understand everybody. And like I said, my own life, I can't even understand my own emotions, but some of this I do understand. I see some similarities between the two situations.
Now, I have a question. After the live stream, can we talk in private one last time? Just one last time.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, let's do that. But let's, first of all, what time is it anyway? It's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Could you give me like, I'll call you about 10:30? We can talk about 10:30 tonight because I gotta, at least I got
So,
people.
listen, how about in 15 minutes?
Yeah, I suppose I can get the show done in 15 minutes. It's not like it's that much of a major show.
I'm outside and I'm freezing to death, and I don't want to go home because I don't want to make noise. So I'm not freezing, but it is a little bit cold. So it would be nice if we could do it within 15 minutes because I'm waiting outside.
All right, just let me call you back.
At least I'm dressed warm, but still.
All right. Well, let's see what. Can I call you back in 15?
All right.
I'll call you back in. I will call you back in 15 minutes. I promise you that. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll call you in 15 minutes. Start counting the time. I'll be out in a little bit. All right. All right. Let me just end this call and then let's get ready to wrap up the stream. Basically, how you doing, Rob? Yeah, we had an earlier show. It was just a fucking mess. It was just a mess. Technical problems abounded. Mixer board wasn't cooperating. We were trying to get sound in. Everything was broken and weird, and nothing was working right. The camera was acting funny. It was just a mess. And so I got mad, and I just stormed off the set. And I just situation is not necessarily different than Pop's really. It's just maybe a little bit more better in the sense I got my freedom back by the hair of my chinny chin chin, but still, ouch, it's one of the reasons my relationships are hard for me. I'd rather basically go ahead and have someone cut my knee off using a sawzall than trying to explain emotions. So, unfortunately, I got to finish this up because I told Pop I'd call him back about 10:15. So let's take a couple quick chats and then looking through your comments. Yes, Rob, I see you. I see Mel Jeeba sucks. I see you. I know you guys don't like Pop that much. Usually, sometimes these emotions are a little bit all over the place. Unfortunately, he's not the only one that feels mixed up, confused. So people have suggested I should apologize to Patty. I've tried. But you know what? I don't even know what to say. Because, you know, I want to try to rekindle a relationship, and it is a relationship. She won't say it out loud, but she does have feelings. Okay? I had feelings. So, unfortunately, I don't know how I'm supposed to react to all that because but I think the most important thing is that me and her have to have our own homes. We have to have our own places where we can do our own routines. Man, maybe dating once in a while, going out to dinner, maybe go to a movie or something would be fine. But that idea of actually at this point of living together at this point, I think is a little presumptuous. I don't think it's going to work. Now, maybe in the future, she's 10 years older than me. Which is not a big deal, but like I said, we and her had some big dreams, which would have been great, right? We'll get a house together, because she said I got money from my mother's retirement. I'm entitled to from Social Security. I'm entitled to my father's alimony that he's been paying into a bank account for me and my sister. My sister doesn't want it. And she said we can get a house, we can get a car, we can even get a motorhome, we can go camping, we could go do things together. And the thing was, she wanted me to be her exclusive partner, and I was just like, I don't want to be your exclusive partner. I want to be doing some of the things that I love because I'm a social person where she's a solitary person. She likes to, the Virgo is called the hermit for a reason. And I think that's one of the things is I think every night I think about her. Every night I think of her voice and the way she looked at me and the way she used to talk to me and the things we used to do and the things that we miss doing. And I know that sounds weird, but emotions are weird. I never understood them very well. But honestly, guys, I got to call back Pop. But the thing is that we have a regular scheduled live stream tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And and if anybody has any questions before I go, let's put it this way. We got I got a little about 5 minutes. I'm gonna get 5 minutes because I gotta go ready to break down the board for the night and go get ready to call back Pop. But anybody have any questions they can ask in 5 minutes? 5 minutes. I guess not. Okay, well, tomorrow's live stream will be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time. Same channel. It will be simulcasted on Facebook as well and through Restream.io. And so the good news is that everybody will be able to participate in the chat. And let's see, viewership is dropping back down to 0, so it means everybody's going to bed. So, Rob, I'm glad you're doing good. Everybody else, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm going to see everybody tomorrow. Sorry I got upset in the earlier stream. I tried to explain why I didn't do well. Okay, besides the technical problems. So, I'm going to be throwing away the other live stream, or at least hiding it, because it's just an embarrassment. Tomorrow's live stream will be starting at 1 o'clock Eastern time, so everybody can join. Okay, it's a regular live stream, it's a regular scheduled show, so everybody should be able to find it. If you're subscribed to the channel, that's very easy to do. And for now, everybody, regardless of who you are, I hope you have a nice night, and I will talk to you guys real soon. See you tomorrow, 1 o'clock, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.